Hey class, this is Professor Bruce, and I just wanted to try to make a short video for y'all. Some of you may have already used the Brightspace platform last term or previous terms, but if not, I did just want to make a short video to give you some tips on navigating through the new platform and finding what you need for this course so that you can be successful this term. So let me just point out a few things. Right when you get logged into the course, you'll always see the announcements first thing, and that's what you see on your screen right now. So do make a habit when you get logged in, every time you get logged in, just scroll through the announcements. Like I said, it's going to be the first thing you see right when you get logged in. Right now I just posted an announcement earlier today that shows you how to take the discussions and change them to grid view, which makes it way easier to follow the discussions, because if you don't have it in grid view, it's very difficult to follow and keep track of everybody's post and what threads that they've posted in. So make sure you read this announcement. It's easy to change it to grid view. And then if you keep scrolling down, you'll see earlier announcements, seminar information announcement that tells you when our seminars are, since we have a cohort this term. Welcome to Unit 1, which gives you, and y'all, here's another reason why the videos are going to be, the announcements are going to be so important. Each week, I will post the weekly videos in the announcements. So right when you get logged in each week, especially on Wednesdays at the start of the new weeks, then check the Welcome to Unit 1, Welcome to Unit 2, Welcome to Unit 3, and so forth. Check those announcements because you will see the video links that pertain to what we're covering that week, and you'll see that in the weekly announcements. So all of this is already there, already links to videos to help you start working through the software SPSS that we'll be using in here, and that hopefully you've already gotten either through the school store or through the hub because you watched my earlier video. And then here is of course the welcome to the course announcement, just to give you a feel for what all you need to be checking and what you need to do to be successful in here. So make sure you check those announcements. Now, let's see. For your discussions each week, really anything can be accessed through content. So like if I click on content right here, then on the left of my screen, you'll see you can access just about everything. For example, let's suppose you want to go check out the syllabus. Everybody should read through the syllabus. Then you'll go click on the syllabus link here. Now, what you have to remember to do in this new Brightspace platform is when you click on something over here, then important to remember that you also then over here have to click on whatever link you're interested in. So if I'm interested in viewing the syllabus, I actually have to now come over here and click this link, and that will then upload the syllabus where you can read through that and see the course materials that have actually already been discussed and the grading criteria, late policy, and so forth. All right, so so that's where I said you just have to remember that when you've clicked on something over here on content, that you'll then have to click on something over here. All right, course resources. In this particular course, you will sometimes have discussions that involve SPSS data sets that have been provided for you in the course. Okay, you will also sometimes have projects due. For instance, the multiples of 3, Unit 3, Unit 6, and Unit 9, you will have projects that are due, and there are project templates that you must use as you submit your projects. So that information, well, actually, just the discussion data set information can be found under course resources. So let me click on this and show you what's available here. So if I click on course resources, then for one thing, it gives you the grading rubrics for the course, which I think is important to look through and see what I use and what Professor Desjardins uses for our guides when we do your grading, the discussion grading, the seminar grading, and your project grading. But also under course resources, you see right here course documents, or you can just keep scrolling down and you will also see course documents. And this is where you are going to find the discussion data files. So you don't have to worry about it in Unit 1, but when you get to some of the units that say using a discussion data file, then this is where you find it under course resources and course documents. Okay, so if I click on this SPSS discussion data files, then you'll see that it brings up, I think 20, maybe 19 or 20 files that you would use. They are all SPSS files. So if you happen to try to open them on a computer that does not have SPSS installed, they won't open since they are SPSS files. So keep that in mind. If you have to do any work with an SPSS file, you have to be on a computer that has SPSS installed. All right, so that was one thing for the discussion data sets that you will have to use at various times in the discussion throughout the course. But where you are going to find the project information is under Virtual Office. So I'm just continuing down here on the more important links that you have to worry about clicking in the course and what you will find there. All right, so under Virtual Office, when I click on that, notice it just brings up a message that this is a space set aside for you to ask questions. And you might think that that's all there is there, but what you have to do then is click on the Virtual Office link. This was confusing for my students last term when we were all using this platform for the first time. So when you click on Virtual Office, this is all you'll see. But if you click on the link right here, then similarly, when you scroll down, you're going to see several threads. One of the threads is project templates. This is where you are going to find all 3 templates that you have to use for your 3 projects in the course, units 3, 6, and 9. So like if I click on this, then scroll down, you'll see that I already have the unit 9, the unit 6, and the unit 3 project templates already uploaded. All you'll have to do is click on them and just download them to your computer and do your assignment work. And everybody has to submit those Word doc templates when you submit your projects in here. All right, but then if I go back up to Virtual Office, all right, not only is there a project template thread, but there's also a thread called project data set. All 3 of your projects use the exact same SPSS data set. So this is what that will be. If you click on this, then the stats grades data set is the one that you will use for all 3 projects. Okay, that is different than the discussion data sets. I already showed you where the discussion data sets were under course resources and course documents. The stats grades data set is what is used for all 3 of your projects. It's called project data set as the title. And again, all of this project stuff is under Virtual Office. Okay, so that's the project data set, and again, it's an SPSS file, so it would only open if you're on a computer that has excuse me, SPSS installed. And then thirdly, under Virtual Office, well, actually there's 4 things under here. Seminar slides. Each week we have seminar, and students like to download and print those slides because they are very helpful, especially on your projects, and also helpful with the discussions. So when you click on this particular thread and scroll down, you will see right now all I have uploaded are the Unit 1 seminar slides, but eventually under this thread you'll also see Unit 2 seminar slides and Unit 3 and so forth. You'll just click on this link and download the slides for seminar. I strongly encourage you to do that, to look at the slides before we have seminar on Thursday night. Some of y'all will actually be maybe attending Professor Desjardins' Wednesday night seminar. She may use different slides, but you may still want to download these that I have made available to you just to get yourself familiar with what you're going to be covering in seminar that night. So again, all of this stuff is under Virtual Office. The project information, the seminar slides, and lastly, if you just have general course questions, not anything personal or private because this goes to the whole class, but if you have just general questions that are helpful for everybody, then also under Virtual Office you can click on course questions and you can ask some questions here. And y'all, anytime you're getting ready to reply to some thread, like you're putting an original response, then all you do is click reply to thread. Like if you, for example, had a course question and you're not trying to respond to somebody else's response, you want your own original question, then you just click reply to thread, and then you type your post, and then you click the post button and it will post it. If you want to respond to someone else's post, then when they've posted, you will just click reply to their particular post, because if you go back up here, to the beginning, then it's going to put it as an original post. So Virtual Office is going to be very helpful for various different things. Otherwise, each week pretty much runs unit to unit. So when you click on the Unit 1 link, you will find access to what reading you need to do in your textbook, key terms. Let's see what the unit presentation is. Unit presentation, they probably just have various other, yeah, this is the slides from your textbook. So these are different from my seminar slides, but they are PowerPoint slides that go along with the reading in your textbook. So that might be helpful for some of you. Okay, so again, under Unit 1, you've got Overview and Outcomes, the reading. The discussion is what you would click on. And y'all, you can also access all the discussions. I think it's easier just when you're trying to access discussions. You can either access them separately under each unit. So like I could click on this, and it would take me to the Unit 1 discussion right away. Under the Unit 1 discussion, you're going to actually have the Unit 1 discussion thread, but you're also going to have your introduction thread. So do make sure you click on this and introduce yourself. That is not graded though, but what is graded towards your Unit 1 grade is the Unit 1 discussion right down here. And so again, if you're ready to respond to it, then you'll just click on this link right here. And when you're ready to post your response, that's when you go ahead and click Start a New Thread. Now, if you're just responding to someone else's post, remember that's when I said you would just come down and click their reply. Okay, so that's the discussion. But what I wanted to also show you, if you're just entering your course and mainly getting ready to do your discussion, easier way to access all the discussions rather than going separately to each unit is just right when you get logged into your course, you can come up here and click on discussions at the top and scroll down, and it's going to already have your introduction thread, your Unit 1 discussion, your Unit 2 discussion, and so forth. Now, in the announcements, I went ahead and posted how to get yourself in grid view. It's going to be much easier if you put the discussions, any discussions in grid view. So by default, it's not in grid view. But if you come over here and click on this drop down and change it to view the topic in grid view, then it makes it much easier to right now we don't have any responses to see how it's been threaded, but it makes it much easier to see how the discussion is threaded and how everybody has responded to different people if you put it in grid view rather than in the view by default. So think about that. So that to me is an easier way to enter the discussions, is just click it at the top and scroll down. Otherwise, also under each unit discussion, you will have a seminar link to click, and if you click on this, then it will then take you to a description of the seminar. Of course, I want you to attend live seminar, but if you have to attend, if you're unable to attend the live seminar and you have to do the option 2, then all you will do is watch the archived seminar and do a one-page summary of what was covered in the seminar, and then you submit it to the Dropbox. Now it looks like you can either access the Dropbox right here and just attach your Word doc, or you can also come up here at the top of the page to assignments, and when you click on assignments, you'll see that there are seminar Dropboxes for each unit. Do not put seminars in the Unit 3 assignment, Unit 6 assignment, or Unit 9 assignment Dropboxes. Those are the Dropboxes you use for your 3 projects in the course. So when you're ready to submit projects, you just click on assignments up here at the top of your page and then go ahead down to the Unit 3, Unit 6, or Unit 9 Dropboxes for your projects. Otherwise, all those other Dropboxes are just for anybody that has to do option 2 seminars because you couldn't make the live seminar. Of course, how you keep up with your grades is click up here the grade link. Email and other tools can be accessed through more tools. Help, if you need any sort of technical assistance, then you can click on that. Other than that, the only other thing it looks like I needed to show you in here was the live binder. When you click on live binder, the link under the units, each unit should have a live binder link. Then when you scroll up and click on that, What LiveBinder will do is give you a lot of other videos that you can watch that pertain to what we're covering in the course. Looks like my computer's just being slow on loading. So we'll see if that works. If not, just know that you can click on LiveBinder, scroll up, and you should see access to a lot of videos that are available to you. Let's see if I can try it again and get it to work. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like here we are. Let's open in the new window. And it still does not want to behave for us. Okay, so I'll have to go ahead and just leave that for you to try, and you can then see what videos are available to you under the LiveBinder link. And you, like I said, you will have those links available to you each week. So that should really do it. It's typical of any new technology, new software, new platform. At first, you're probably not going to like it, and it's going to seem rather confusing. That's the way we all were last term when we were the guinea pigs and just getting started on using it. If any of y'all were in classes where you used it, you probably know what I'm talking about. But since then, we've gotten a lot more information, and I honestly feel like it's not quite as hard to navigate through it now that that I've gone through the learning curve. So just be patient with yourselves and with each other as we're learning how to get through it, and y'all just please ask questions if you need my help on finding anything. So let's all have a great term, and remember, don't be afraid whatsoever to speak up if you need me.